you think of what you do as an expression of the situation you find yourself in?
Sure. In every way. I mean, I have trouble in a global sense with the whole. So I found a way to break down, how do you make a head? How do you make a big nose? What, I don't know. But if you break it down into small enough bite-sized units, incremental units, then I make this big overwhelming problem into thousands of little more solvable problems. So it's not just face blindness that has determined what I make, but other aspects of learning disabilities. And I've just found a way to, take my deficits and use them rather than banging my head against the wall.
Well, let me show you Lyle. This is Chuck 15, and then we'll do Chuck 16. So in Chuck 15, it's going to be a person you know named, who is Lyle, by the way?
Lyle Ashton Harris, a photographer and a very interesting artist, African American.
So now this is a little bit of Lyle. This is his mouth. Mm-hmm. It's composed of, I've seen the way you work. You create a grid, and then you paint each of the elements of the grid.
Right.
Now, when people stand right in front of Lyle's mouth, there's a little bit of confusion. You can't quite read it right away.
Well, the closer you get to something, normally the more information you get. But the closer you get to one of mine, the less information you have. You have information about the flatness of the painting and the distribution of marks on a flat surface, but it doesn't warp into an image. So conversely, from the way we normally get more information, the closer we get,
let's look at 16.
The further away you get, the more information you get with these paintings.
But Lyle is constructed from all those little... Mm-hmm. Yeah. How about, let's go to the mother-in-law. This is Chuck 13. This is amazing to me. This image...
This is my wife's grandmother.
Oh, so great-mother.
Yeah, my children's great-grandmother. And this is constructed out of fingerprints. Now, it's a 9-foot-high finger painting. But people say, well, how can you do that with your fingers? But if you think about it, artists have to feel through a tool. You have to feel through a pencil or through a brush. If you ink up your body and use it as a tool, you can feel how much you picked up, how hard you're pressing. And it's, you just are using your body as a tool. And Rob Storr, when I had a retrospective at the Modern, said that it was skin making skin, which I thought was a nice idea.
Yeah.
I thought I was making art that couldn't be forged. And that it was as if I were caressing her face as I was making her image.
Although oddly, if you press hard, if you push against your grandmother-in-law, pushing her away actually brings her closer as an image.
But you're not pushing so hard. I mean, it really is like caressing it. You can see a detail if you go to the next slide.
Okay, let's go to the next one, which would be number 14. That was done with just fingerprints?
Mm-hmm. Well, I wanted to make incremental units that were stock standard. My thumb and forefinger were stock standard incremental units.